I'll see if the doctor's available, ma'am.
Hold one moment, please.
Hi, Quinlan. No word on your squeeze. Burton's keeping all the paperwork to herself for some reason.
The Falconetti show up?
Yep. As a matter of fact, they should start fighting right about now. They don't usually take this long. I just wish they'd do it and get it over with. Hey, how come you never came back to see me on my break?
I'm here to see my girlfriend, Vince. She's in a coma, remember?
What do you know? A guy who's faithful. Go on, run off and see your girlfriend. See if I care. Call me if she croaks.
I heard that.
I said no, Joey.
I've heard that before. No, Joey, no, Joey, no.
I don't want you here. I don't want you in this hospital.
You gotta let me do my thing. I can find out what happened to this babe. Besides, you always call me in on these. You don't this time, it's gonna look bad.
No kidding. You think it's an accident that Magnata brought her here?
Fuck Magnata. Should have clipped his wings years ago. He's gonna try to pin this whole fucking thing on me.
Or me, which is why we do it my way, and I say no.
No what?
Yo, Quinlan, tell Dr. Burton here to let me save your friend.
What thing are you talking about, Eddie?
Decking into this chick's consciousness. I can access her brain just like I can a computer.
Well, what good is that? She's in a coma.
She's not brain dead. Her essence, her personality, whatever, it's all still in there. I mean, if I could just get at it, there's a chance I could even rebuild her memory.
It's not that simple. For one thing, you don't know for a fact how much of her essence she's retained. For another, you have psychological ice to deal with. You'd be fighting her mind. The strain could kill her.
You knew Magnata years ago.
He was a very different man then. He used to be a scumbag. Now, he's a scumbag with a badge.
Why would he try to pin the murders on you?
He's got to pin it on somebody to make a buck. I guess he thinks I'm an easy target.
How long have you all known each other?
Look, Quinlan, it's personal. It has nothing to do with Pal's case, believe me.
Is your method dangerous?
What, are you kidding? Of course it's dangerous. We're not talking about accounting databases here. Decking into an organism's a lot harder than linking into a machine. You can't be overriding shit. You gotta watch where you're digging around. Emotions, memories, potentially very damaging. It's worth the risk, though.
Well, how do you figure?
I can rebuild her memory. I can make that image so real, you'll think it's breathing. You'll be able to stare the killer right in the eye.
Well, that would save Catherine and anybody else the Ripper had on his list. I mean, what's the real reason for preventing Falconetti from doing this, Burton?
Do I detect a little magnata in the reporter's line of questioning? Do any damn thing you want. I'm going to the gym.
Good! Starting to look a little flanky there, Claire. Tighten up those buns, baby. You ready?
What do you mean? We're gonna deck to Catherine's brain now?
Damn straight. You can really get to know your girlfriend now. Here's the deal. With both of us being in there, it's gonna take everything I've got to maintain the link between us, to isolate a pathway to whatever's left of her consciousness. If her brain starts throwing ice at us, you're gonna have to fight it. Think you can handle that?
I think I can.
Come on, Quinlan, we gonna do this or not? Use your decking unit on the computer. We can help your girlfriend. Fix on your girlfriend. There's definitely something. Shoot that ice, Quinlan. Keep looking for that ice, Quinlan. I'm busy. Keep that ice off me. You got a fix on your girlfriend. There's definitely something. Shoot that ice, Quinlan. Keep looking for that ice, Quinlan. I'm busy. I got us fixed in a pathway. Now let me get a piece of this action. Now here's what you gotta do. Burton Cable, I've been feeding her as much of her personal background as I can. You need to bring her up to speed on what she knew when she was attacked. Use the information about the Ripper you think she may have known. That'll help her rebuild her memory. Right now, she's not even verbal. The more information she gets from you and Burton, the more she'll remember, the more she'll be able to tell us.
She looks so real.
That's because everything you're seeing right now is streaming directly from her brain, unmediated by any software. That's her as her own mind's eye conceives herself. Be prepared. When you get close to her, you're gonna change. You'll look just as real.
Excuse me.
Hey! What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. This place is off limits to unauthorized personnel.
I'm Jake Quinlan from the Virtual Herald. Who are you?
I'm Bob Epples, the new pathologist, and I'm not to speak with you, Mr. Quinlan.
Well, what are you talking about? Where's Farley?
Mr. Farley is no longer employed here. He was let go.
He was fired. Where is Farley?
I have no idea where Mr. Farley is. But from what I've heard about him, I suggest you look for him in a restaurant. One that specializes in fatty cuisine. Do-do-do.
Why was Farley fired?
I didn't ask, but I got the feeling that Mr. Farley liked to talk a little too much, and I don't plan on making the same mistake, so please leave, Mr. Quinlan, before someone sees me talking with you.
What do you got? A cot in the back there, Quinlan? Here's my stuff. I'm going into interrogation, Brannon. You know, little police work. How's the coffee, Sarge?
Nice and hot. Guys got balls so big they collect the gum on the floor. They do. They drag. Soho Precinct, Sergeant Brannon speaking. What's your problem? Chekhov, I'm talking to you. Right. Don't call there anymore.
Any new developments, Lou?
Sure, but nothing's getting us closer to the Ripper.
Like what?
Like earlier today, Magnata pulled 2 cops who've been on the Ripper case since the beginning, replaced them with new guys. Now that's bound to set the investigation back.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I say. I know. Tell me about it.
What's the buzz in the precinct on Falconetti?
Word is that outlaw's mixed up in this somehow. Magnata's pulled the hard copies on all of Falconetti's records, and he's had passwords put on computer files. There must be something there he's looking for.
Or maybe something he's trying to hide. Lou, what do you know about the Hamilton-Wofford murder?
I haven't followed the case. I don't know much about the guy except that he did some work for the precinct some years ago.
What kind of work?
Magnata hired him, 5-6 years back to build a virtual target range for the cadet cyberspace training.
So Magnata knew him?
Yeah, that's probably why he took the case on, even though he's got his hands full with the Ripper.
I'm not a fucking dealer, man. Those were legal dosages for my personal use. I'm holding down like 4 jobs at once, man. I need the fucking mental clarity, okay?
See how much clarity you have when I'm done with you. Those senior citizens you sold that Lucidril B to had severe arterial hypertension. 5 of them pop blood vessels in their heads. Now talk, fuckhead. What are you looking at?
Enough, okay? I sold those fossils some Lucid B. Not my fault they had blowouts. I mean, what are you making a big deal out of this for? It's not like they weren't ready for the big sleep.
It's touching to see you feel so deeply. They say underneath the skin of every junkie runs the blood of a poet. I wouldn't know. I'm just a cop who loves his job. No performance now, Mother. I'm in rehearsal.